During the course of history, snipers have played a major role in battles. They're looking from the shadows and will hunt you down any moment that they get the chance. If you're new to our channel, check out similar videos and don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell. Never miss similar updates. Since 1967, reports on the longest known sniper killings have been made public. These reports include details about the firing distance and the sniper's identity. Long-range weaponry's development was followed by a long history of snipers. The range at which a kill might be targeted increased along with advances in weapon ammunition and tools for calculating ballistic solutions. In the Vietnam War, the art of long-range sniping was perfected. From 1967 to 2002, U.S. Marine Gunnery Sergeant Carlos Hathkick held the record at a distance of 2,500 yards or 2,286 meters. He was credited with 93 official kills. Hathkick assisted in the founding of the Marine Corps Scout Sniper School in Quantico, Virginia, after returning to the United States. Hathkick also participated in a number of USMC shooting teams in addition to his prowess as a USMC Scout sniper during many deployments to Vietnam. Hathkick also won the Wimbledon Cup in 1966, which is awarded to the champion of the 1,000-yard high-powered rifle national competition in the United States. Hathkick continued to serve, shoot, and instruct even after suffering severe burns from an attack on an Amtrak he was riding in while attempting to save fellow soldiers, and even after being told he had multiple sclerosis. Hathkick also performed operations in Vietnam involving the multi-day solo stalk and killing of an enemy general as well as through the scope shot that killed an enemy sniper, particularly hunting him. But as that is a story best left for another time, I won't get any farther. Prior to Canadian shooter Aaron Perry of Princess Patricia's Canadian Light Infantry breaking Hathkick's record, the previous mark stood at 2,310 meters or 2,530 yards. Perry only held the record for a short period of time because Corporal Rob Furlong, another member of his squad, surpassed it with a distance of 2,430 meters or 1,657 yards, shot in March of 2000. During the Operation Anaconda, a phase of the war in Afghanistan in 2002, Perry and Furlong were a part of a six-man sniper team. British military corporal of horse Craig Harrison of the Blues and Royals Household Cavalry broke Corporal Furlong's record in November 2009 by firing two consecutive shots measuring 2,475 meters or 2,707 yards. Moreover, he struck two Taliban rebels during the Afghan War. Consecutively, Harrison fired bullets that took the 8.59mm rounds approximately 5 seconds to reach their targets, killing the two Taliban machine gunners, which were 900 meters beyond the range of the sniper weapon. The insurgents' machine gun was destroyed after a third fire. Accuracy International was the manufacturer of the used firearm. This record was no different, as every record is intended to be broken. The offensive to retake Mosul from IS was launched by the Iraqi army and their Peshmerga counterparts in October 2016. The majority of it was captured by the terror group in the summer of 2014, and the Iraqis had intended to reclaim the city the following spring. However, defeats against IS elsewhere caused them to delay the recovery until autumn 2016. Beginning on October 17th, Iraqi and Peshmerga ground forces pushed on Mosul with the help of coalition airstrikes. The eastern portion of the city had been fully retaken by the Iraqi army by January 25th. This opened the door for an offensive to liberate the western side of the city a month later. The remaining IS fighters were contained in a small area in the northwest of the city after several months of intense warfare, which the Iraqis set out to eradicate by the end of May. Three Canadian sharpshooter teams, two of which were from the Canadian Special Operations Regiment and the other from Joint Task Force 2, all of which make up the Canadian Special Forces, supported the campaign to capture western Mosul. The two-man sniper team from Joint Task Force 2 mounted a tall structure in the east of the city in May 2017 on a day that the Canadian government has not yet released due to security concerns. From there, they set up an observation position from which they could support the Iraqi army. The crew, which was made up of a spotter and a sniper, stayed in this location for a number of days, eliminating a few Islamic State terrorists and providing support when necessary close to a significant advance. Insurgent was leaning against the wall just a few hundred meters from Iraqi troops, were picked up by the sniper while firing his Macmillan Attack 50 sniper rifle from his posture. The sniper gave his spotter the information while holding an armor-piercing, incendiary .50 caliber bullet in a Stack 50. His spotter detected the target 3,540 meters away. Such distances require the sniper squad to analyze and take a variety of things into consideration before firing the shot. Although manual calculations to estimate elevation and windage have been mostly replaced by optical devices like rangefinders and ballistic calculators, the principles of accurate and precise long-range shooting have largely remained the same since the early history of shooting. The main criteria are the shooter's talent and training, as well as the shooter's spotter if applicable. In the intricate process of creating optimal performance, human factors and attention to detail continue to play a major role in the accuracy and precision of ammunition and firearms. In-depth training and practice are necessary for long-distance sniping shots over 1,100 meters or 0.7 miles. A sniper needs to be able to calculate the different variables that affect the trajectory and points of contact of a bullet. Even with the most precise estimations, striking the objective is susceptible to outside forces. For instance, a gun that can fire bullets that measure 0.5 inches from center to center of the two holes that are farthest apart. Theoretically, a 5-round group, also known as grouping at 100 yards, will fire a 12.5-inch group at 2,500 yards 0.5 times. Unless the group is completely centered on the target at 100 yards, 2,500,100 equals 12. The centering error at 100 yards will be 25 times larger for the 2,500-yard group. This illustration assumes no wind shooting conditions and disregards all other variables. But that is not how things actually are. You can see how challenging it would be to make this kind of shot presently. Gravity, bullet speed, wind speed and direction, temperature, humidity, and lastly, the curvature and rotation of the planet are other factors that need to be taken into account. After some time, the spotter completed the calculations. Before firing the shot, the sniper would make the appropriate modifications. The .50 caliber round left the barrel and traveled 3.5 kilometers to the target. 10 seconds later, it struck the rebel, instantly killing him. At a distance of 3,540 meters, the sniper achieved the longest sniper kill in military history. In order to put this in context, the previous record was 2,475, held by British Army sniper Corporal of Horse Craig Harrison. This means that the Joint Task Force sniper shattered the record by more than 1 kilometer. And yes, I'm aware that I've already brought up this record, but I felt the need to do so again in order for you guys to fully grasp just how absurd it was. Now return to the narrative. This world record was definitely impressive. It took all that he had in himself to shoot that shot, and that shot created a world record. Hope you like this video. Subscribe to our channel to never miss out on similar videos.